Welcome to the Family Book Club podcast with Elizabeth Samsetti.
Today, I want to talk to us about relationships, most especially family ties. Family ties has to do with a relationship among persons, people in one family, brothers, sisters, parents, relationship, cousins, husband, wife, of course, definitely, and even adoption. After if someone has been adopted into the family, that person has become a member of the family. So yes, love should be extended to such a person because he or she has become a member of the family. It is very, very vital and very, very important because no one person, like they say, is an island. We live, after a while, we leave the home, we go out there into the world and look for our destinies and find greener pastures. Then also, after a while, some of us get married. But family ties are what we ought to maintain for the rest of our lives. We cannot say because we got married, we don't have the kind of cordial and good relationship that we had established over the years with our siblings or with our parents or with our cousins. You know, it's what is meant to go on for life, because even after you have left home and whatever it is that you go out there and experience and encounter, there's always room to run back to the family, your family members, for succor, for help, for assistance in one way or the other. Believe me when I tell you that when there's a good and cordial relationship among family members and among siblings, they never let one down. A lot of times this period, most especially in marriages, where you see that people get married and they don't get married with the hope that tomorrow they will go back to their father's houses, but life happens, different things happen, and maybe most especially for those that got into the wrong marriages, made the wrong choice of marriage, and they start having crisis in the home, in the marriage, and they have their family members to stand up for them. If there are no ties amongst them in their home, in the family, from where they left, they cannot get such a support. And you could also be in a financial crisis. You could be at work, maybe in your place of work, you could be handled roughly, humiliated in one way or the other, or get into some kind of trouble, or probably you didn't even really get into any kind of trouble. Probably one was framed by things happen, life happen, challenges happen in different forms, okay? And it is your family members that you still have, your loved ones that you have. So this is why I'm laying a lot of emphasis that that bond should not be broken. That tie should be really very strong among siblings. And talking about family ties, parents, please listen very carefully. The parents have a big role to play. You cannot have a strong bond and strong tie among your children if you get to a point when you begin to show one love more than the others, or you begin to overpraise one or begin to favor one over the rest. That's not good. Parents are meant to love their children equally, show them love, equal love. If yes, all fingers they say are not equal. Some are more intelligent than some. Some are more obedient and respectful than some. But that is why we are parents. We have to keep counseling, and we have to keep talking, and we have to keep making corrections. That's what we do for the rest of our lives. Then among siblings, yes, there's something called sibling rivalry. You cannot but overemphasize that. It happens. But whatever it is, no matter how much your sibling gets on your nerves, we have to grow above it someday, and we have to learn to accept our siblings the way they are, love them just the way they are. Some of them might be more friendly than some. Yes, like I will always say that eventually when siblings leave home and go out there to look for their lives, to look for greener pastures, and the environment where they live, the people they coexisted with, also have a role in molding and structuring them to whatever it is they become. Yes, maybe after a couple of years everybody has gone, and after a while they come back home and you begin to see some attitude or behavior that you don't recognize in a family member or your sibling. Well, it's good. You talk to them, counsel them, find out why they are what they are. Some of them might be moody, feeling down, dejected. But probably they have faced some kind of rejection from where they are coming from. It is the duty of the family members to counsel, to support, one of the quality of family ties is support. There has to be support. There has to be communication. You have to be in a family where you can open up to your siblings, where you can pour out your heart. If you can't go back home, if you can't go back home to like express yourself to the people that you were born together, that you grew up together, then who can you possibly, go out there to meet? Yes, I know that there are friends that have become as close as sisters and as brothers. I know there are such relationships as well. But what I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that having friends that are close enough that you have considered to be brothers or sisters is bad. But yes, today we are talking about the immediate family, the bloodline. The bloodline is important. Communication is important. It's good that there's teamwork among them, so that wherever, like they say, wherever breeze blow you go, when you come back, you can always bond and live together in love, in oneness, in unity, in harmony. All right. And another aspect of family ties is for it to be maintained is forgiveness. We have to learn to forgive each other. We have to learn to forgive one another. Peradventure, there are some of us here, even that parents go wrong at times for their children. Parents that offend their children, please let's learn to let it go, forgive them. And also parents, maybe your children have offended you in one way or the other, forgive them. Maybe you consider that they have even brought shame. There are situations whereby children go out of their way to disobey their parents and do things they feel they really want to do, and the parents will feel offended. So at this point in time, parents, please let it go so that peace can reign. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi.